Hi, my friends, and a happy Friday the 13th to you. It's your tour guide to the horror side, me, Preston E. And on this video, we're going to have a look at Gags the Clown. Gags the Clown was a 2018 horror dark comedy. Gags the Clown was based on an indie short film called Gags that came out in 2016. Like the short film, the movie follows a group of friends stalked by a creepy and mysterious clown known as Gags, who stalks them around town. Gags the Clown is seen throughout the small town in Wisconsin late at night by random people in random locations. He is silent, shabbily dressed, and carries ominous black balloons. Inside these black balloons is a mysterious dark ooze that makes whoever it pops on sick and hypnotizes them, warping them into silent and creepy followers of sorts and clownish minions of Gags. The movie not only follows this group of young people who are stalked by the creepy clown, but also local news stations who compete in following the string of sightings of Gags throughout the area. Along with the news, a conservative podcaster and his cameraman also follow Gags. The podcaster is fed up with the clown terrorizing his neighborhood. He makes it his mission to track down and make the clown pay for the terror it caused his town. The movie also follows police officers who try to maintain order in their town dealing with this crazy clown. Lauren Ashley Carter stars as the spunky newscaster Heather Dupree of a struggling local news station who, along with her cameraman, is thrust into hunting for and reporting sightings of Gags the Clown, much to her chagrin.
Thank you for making me come all the way down to my shop this late at night for a piddly little interview.
No, thank you for that wonderful breaking news from 1974.
Get out of my store! Maybe the competition will believe me, you pixie whore.
Oh my God.
When rival reporter of a rival news station, Ashley, played by Fiona Dominica, scores an interview with conservative podcaster Charles Wright, played by Aaron Christensen, Heather's boss immediately pulls her from the report, terminating her and demanding she and her cameraman take the van back to the news station. However, Heather rebels with a newfound fervor for following Gags and getting to the bottom of this creepy clown case. Heather and her partner in clown hunting crime, along with Charles and his cameraman, track Gags down into an abandoned warehouse, finding black balloons and Gags' minions taunting them that the show is about to begin.
What the hell happened to you?
The show's about to begin.
You go ahead and start the show without me, okay, pal?
Charles, who was shamed earlier by running away from Gags, wishes to save face for himself and his followers and confronts him with a firearm. He shoots and kills the clown, which actually turns out to be one of the teens named Tyler in a clown costume, who is discovered by the police. Meanwhile, one of the police officers named Chrissy, the mother of one of the teens, falls down and is badly injured as another police officer, along with Charles, his podcast partner, and Heather, discovers the real Gags in a circus tent in the warehouse. Charles and his partner in podcasting crime get into a fight that sees the verbally abused cameraman shoot and kill Charles, and Wayne, the cameraman of Charles, is killed by a police officer. Heather's partner in crime escapes, as does Heather, who witnesses Gags outside, who gives her a big balloon of herself, which pops, exploding her, and it is all ironically covered by her news rival, Ashley.
alive.
This movie takes the premise of the original 15-minute short film that focuses on a group of 3 teens terrorized by Gags and adds a news crew, a podcaster, and police officers, and adds them into the clownish chaos. The creepy vibe of the found footage and shaky cameras in certain scenes adds to the overall ominous feel. Given the short film and the movie, it inspired authenticity. Lauren Ashley Carter as the sarcastic and spunky newswoman Heather Dupree really shines with her coffee-fueled energy, as does obnoxious blowhard podcaster Charles Wright, played by Aaron Christensen, who both brings a satirical look at the sensationalism of the news media on both TV and on the internet. Gags the Clown, played by Eric Hoovelman, does so much with so little actions and 0 words as his mere presence alone, as well as his look and his toxic, controlled, clownish minions, adds menace to their scenes. The short 15-minute film, which inspired the 90-minute indie movie, helped kick off the chaotic clown craze pandemic of 2016, 10 years ago. Man, has it really been that long? Who else feels old? I guess time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? The film, shot in Green Bay, Wisconsin, started as a campaign of photo shoots in the area, as sightings of the movie's Gags was reported and spread like a wildfire in the country as the year progressed. Gags director Adam Krause, who also was a writer and editor of the short film and movie, got permission to shoot photos and videos in the night in an area tunnel, as sightings of this film's clown captured the attention of the internet and news media. The movie would go on to partially satire this and an example of life imitating art. I didn't expect too much going into watching this movie for the first time, but I was pleasantly surprised and entertained by the pacing, creepy atmosphere, and some of the acting in it. It gives a nice blend of dark humor and found footage horror, and the creepy, clownish, toxic, affected teens in the circus tent toward the end of the movie gives a nightmarish, ghoulish image reminiscent to me of the departed souls in the black and white classic Carnival of Souls from the 60s. This movie does so much with so little in atmosphere. This short film, while not the best acted at times, is a nice prelude and peak of 15 minutes into what would eventually be the movie, which improves upon the acting, but the 15-minute short film is somehow even creepier in its ambiguousness, focusing on the 3 teens as the movie somewhat expands the universe and takes you on a fun ride. I do highly recommend both the short film as well as the feature-length indie movie if you are into creepy clowns, found footage, and are just interested in the film that kick-started the clown invasion apocalypse of 2016. By the way, I never did see any of the creepy clowns around that time, but do remember it being on the news and reported on in social media. A relative of mine who was in high school at that time did see someone creeping around in the woods dressed as a creepy clown near her home, and she was pretty terrified of clowns to begin with. Did you see any of those bozos? How about the movie? Let me know about it in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching. Gotta go.